I made it. Absolute top of the world. I'm at the trailhead. It's just down the road from the Monte Rosa Hotel. Now the sign at the trailhead says it's 5.5 kilometres and 2.5 hour walk. And the woman at the National Park office said you can't possibly get lost. So we'll see, won't we? That's what I like to see. That's how you know you're on the right track. Well, so far so good. There's only a single track to follow through this kind of high alpine scrub, really. It's really dry. So as long as I just keep following the track, there's going to be no problem. That isn't, to be fair, the most helpful sign in the world, because although I can see where I've come from, Ivanova Korita, none of those paths going straight ahead say the same as that sign I first started off with. But I'm thinking it's the second one down, Jezerski, whatever it is, at 1,657 metres, because that's the only one with a summit height on it. I reckon I've got about an hour to go. It looks quite steep from here. I've also acquired something, a massive stick, because the only thing Elaine said to me before I set off was, oh, you know there's snakes, don't you, in Montenegro? Which I didn't know, actually, so that wasn't helpful in the slightest, and ever since then I've been hearing rustlings in the undergrowth as I go past, and you know, they're probably just tiny little geckos, but to be on the safe side, I found a very good stick. Well, the going is definitely getting tougher. Path's narrowed right out. Yeah, and it's getting a whole lot steeper, so the stick is coming into its own. I've just stopped, I found some shade. I reckon I'm about halfway up the climb. It's so quiet, there is nobody else doing this walk today. It makes it a little bit eerie, I suppose, because this is real bandit country when you look out here. But it's teeming with life around. There are crickets just jumping over my feet all the way up. Loads of butterflies, lots of slithery stuff. This little bit of meadow I'm looking out of, you know that if you just ran through there, there'd be this huge cloud of insects rising into the sky. Look, I've got the summit in my sights now, not too far. And this is what I've been climbing for an hour and a half to reach. Look what happens when I turn around and look behind me. You're just looking off the end of the world. So I would like to point out that I am the only person up here who walked. Everyone else here basically cheated. I did the first hour and a half up the mountain for fun, and then I paid €5 to come through the tunnel and climb, I think, another 481 steps to get to the viewpoint at the top. And this is it, the last few steps to the mausoleum on the top, with, it has to be the best view in Europe. Well, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't going to pay the €5 to climb up through the tunnel just to the very summit. I really didn't think it was going to be worth it just to come another 100 feet or so, but oh my god, I'm glad I did. I think this is the most extraordinary mountain summit I've ever been on, and I've been on a few. I've never seen 360 degree views like this. I just go on forever, and I think you can see probably 3 different countries. I've come back to the start of the walk just to iron out a few of the details. It took me an hour and a half to get up there, and my counter says I've done an 8-kilometre round trip, so it's 4 kilometres up and an hour and a half up. Takes just under an hour to get back down, You really can't get lost. The red and white trail signs are really clear to see. As long as you follow those, you're not going to go wrong. Oh, and I did one last thing as well. I left my walking stick at the trailhead, as a few other people have done, for the next traveller who happens along this way. So I hope it does you some good. So it's an absolutely fantastic walk, and I really hope you enjoy it and enjoy Montenegro.